Hello and welcome to the StrongCast, where it is our goal to help you perform without limitations. We chat with athletes, experts, and innovators to get their insights in optimizing the movement experience. I'm your host, Dr. Neil Toussaint.
Hello.
Yes, there we go.
Let us know if you could hear us in the comments, please, before we get into all of this today with this guy. So we got you guys here. Malik's got you on the live chat. So anything you say, we will see it down there in the comments.
Yeah, drop some questions about this. Let us know what you guys are thinking.
I just need one confirmation that you guys hear us in the audio, and then we'll get started.
What's good, y'all? What's good? Mike said we can hear. What's good, Mike? All right.
All right, sick. So welcome to the great Spinjutsu debate. How did this start? I don't know. We're about to get into all of it. So my name's Neil Toussaint. I host the StrongCast. Usually we're talking about things, performance and longevity, but today we're taking a little detour with Chris Nado
What's good?
and his Spinjutsu. But first, we have Malik Shepard here as well.
How we doing, you guys? How we doing?
So we're in ATL here. We're in Atlanta, and basically we're talking about the future of tricking.
Now, I feel like this kind of started it was like around May.
Yeah.
And some of the ATL guys were posting on our Instagrams. It's like, what should the new name of tricking be called? Because like at this point, most English speaking like individuals, we want a new name for this. Like it's not like it's a biased thing. Like majority do, at least half anyway. So
And why is that?
the name tricking, like, dude, I'm sorry, it sucks so bad. Like if it hasn't grown at this point, like 20 plus years of our sport history, like I don't know. I don't know if it will ever get even big enough like parkour or like breaking or skateboarding. And I think the name does have a lot of, it's just kind of off-putting for people when you hear it or when you say it, when you bring kids to tricking class. Like I do think a lot of people that have large followings, they don't want to say they're trickers.
So the origin meaning of at least tricking is like prostitution. It means
It does say that the meaning.
This is on the internet.
He's
looking it up
This is
right now.
ChatGPT when you look at what is tricking.
It says to trick, to pay for sex, a trick, a client or customer, and tricking, the act of engaging in prostitution. So it's mostly within the urban culture and black vernacular. If you know songs like, ain't tricking if you got it, you got guy Trick Daddy.
They're
Not talking about like side swipes, you guys. They're talking about like prostitution. That's why all of these old songs, mostly in black songs and stuff, and again, a lot of people might not know about it just because of where you're raised or how you're raised, your privilege, but it is within that culture is all I'm saying. So
It's also a little bit more old school,
Yeah.
but totally everything you're saying.
it is still relevant now because I've heard like even younger black people talk about, oh, you tricking. It's like, and even stories of people like, oh, within barbershops mostly, like, I can't say what I do because what is tricking? What is that? Now me, I haven't been to a barbershop in years, as you can see, but stories I hear, I won't speak for them, but maybe if they're in the chat, we can get some things going.
And I grew up in like Chesapeake, Virginia, and that was my first place that I was doing movement in for like my first 2 years. And I would tell people that I'm learning tricking and be like, bro, what? Like, what do you mean you're tricking? And then I'd be like, no, I have to. Like, then I'd have to explain it to them on why it's doing flips. And then it was just like, it's always been like that for me.
And the worst part to me personally is it just like kills the mood. Like initially when they're asking you what you're doing, it's like going up. It's like, yo, this is so cool. I'm interested. What is it? And again, with what these guys are saying, like hundreds of times for me, I've been called a prostitute. I'm not kidding. Hundreds. Like seriously, over the years, especially with my company's called Trick Strong, whatever. So like it goes from like, oh yeah, like what's that doing? Oh, like what? Like tricks? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, this happened to
Yeah.
me very recently, and I tried. You ever try to put martial arts tricking on it to like make it like
That's
less,
usually what they
and
say
no one
do,
cares?
and they don't care about that. They hear the last part.
They hear the last word. I said martial arts tricking once recently, and the lady was just like, "What tricking?"
Yeah.
She ignored that. So that does not work. Do not say it in the comments that works. Doesn't work. Carry on.
We have Frank. I mean, do we ask questions, or do we want to keep going down like at least like how it's all started?
Yeah, let's go down a little bit more with the origin stuff. Like, guys, leave comments below. We will get to them for sure. We have a whole section at the end dedicated to just back and forth with you guys, and we'll look at them throughout. But I want to get the background first with all this.
All right, so if anyone went to Vertigo 2025, you know that I was just spewing out Spinjutsu propaganda, trying to get people to transfer over. At one point, when the line was in the building to go to the main event, I went to every single person at the line saying that, what do you guys think about Spinjutsu? And everyone's like, yeah! So you agreed to me in my face when we were at Vertigo.
I was drunk.
I don't think you guys knew that it was going to be something like this. And you guys were definitely thinking it was like going to be like a passing thing. You're like, yeah, let's call it Spinjutsu.
Whether
You're
you
like,
were drunk
oh,
or not, you
fuck.
guys, whether you were drunk or not, he was very serious about it.
Oh, I was serious. I do not like the name tricking. And so far, we have discovered that like a good amount of people don't mind Spinjutsu. Whether they like it a little bit more than tricking, like it doesn't matter. Like we haven't heard a better name that we could get at least like, again, the poll thing, it was skewed by Caleb at one point, but it did say 30% Spinjutsu when they were voting for it at a certain time before it was like skewed. So people, I think it was over 200 people were okay with the name Spinjutsu that voted on the poll. And that's a considerable amount of people if you're really thinking about like trying to change any other name from a sport that has a small community. So it's like, what is a better name for tricking that we can all agree upon? Because I think we can do it. And if it's not Spinjutsu, then fucking tell me. Like, tell me what it should be. Because it's mostly people just coming at me saying this.
Pretty much, yeah, how it started was Chris was talking about it at Vertigo. They even pushed it more at Hooked. To people like Bonnie Yaga. I don't know if you talk to Aiden, but I guess Aiden.
No, I mean, they're
Yaga,
friends, yeah.
So, I mean, again, a lot of popular trickers who are really good at the sport didn't mind the name, and some are even putting hashtags of it in their thing, which is why I think it caught Kojo's eye to make the poll in the first place of should it be called Spinjutsu. And even again, like you said, Caleb from Stranger Things, he made a post on his Instagram calling it Spinjutsu because he was even saying he can't call it tricking.
His PR team wasn't gonna let him say tricking, and he didn't like the name tricking. He's a black actor in Hollywood, and they didn't like the connotation that tricking had for his large audience. And that happens with a lot of people.
Yeah, like that's a huge point. Like anyone who's like, okay, we'll get into Spinjutsu, versus other things, but just the conversation of should we change the name, like that's huge.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the
you
fact
can't
that
deny
people
that.
can't even say like, yes, maybe we're not the best marketers and all that stuff, but I think tricking has limited, like the name tricking has limited the growth of the sport as well, for sure.
I mean, because again, it's like the main argument when you say tricking, you say it's like kicking, flipping, twisting, it's kind of like martial arts, gymnastics. You shouldn't have to describe all these other sports to describe your sport, even though it's a mixture of it all. The name should be able to like encompass that mixture of like, oh, they're doing that idea I can get from it. So saying tricking, I just don't think is descriptive enough of what it all is, just because it is so much.
And like a big argument I feel for people for like, oh, but tricking was such an old school term, like only old people use that. Who are the people that are bringing to the tricking classes? It's going to be older people. Like it's their parents bringing their kid. They don't want to. A 40-year-old doesn't want to bring their 9, 10-year-old to a tricking class. I'm sorry, they know like that's such a weird just name overall.
Yeah, even if they don't have a problem with it, they have to tell their friends, like, which are also other 40-year-olds, like, oh yeah, my daughter's in a tricking class. Like, that's weird to them.
Like I
just
think
perspective, because I think a lot of what's lacking in our community too is perspective. It's just like, oh yeah, like it's just flips, and like we just like we're in this like bubble that we don't realize that there's other perspectives in the world, and if we want to push the sport forward, we have to be able to realize what those perspectives are. And this is one of them.
And a lot of people that were like, arguing about this with me and my story. It was like a gymnast John, like flipper Eric. Like your guys' hashtags weren't even tricking related. Like it wasn't. You guys aren't calling yourself trickers anyway. You just say I do flips. Most of you like whatever. You do parkour. You do flips. And then when it comes to like the tricking part, you just don't really talk about it for a reason. There's a reason why you don't. Because parkour is better. Like the name parkour is better. You're just like, yeah, I do parkour, whatever. Like if you haven't had that happen to where someone asks you what are you doing? Are you doing parkour? And you like agree to it because you're tired. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't care right now. Yeah, I'm doing parkour. Like it's happened to all of us.
Yep.
Very, very well said. And again, I think when I was talking to a lot of other trickers about the naming thing, it's like, okay, well, I understand, I hear your opinion that you don't like Spinjutsu. That's cool. You can have your opinion, that's valid. But are there any other suggestions you have that don't have the word tricking in them? They're like martial arts tricking. Now I'll put any other suggestions that don't have the word tricking in it. And then they're like, well, I don't know. I didn't think about it, or I don't have an idea. So it's like, that's cool that you have a strong opinion. That's great. Have a strong opinion, but we have to be productive. You have to be able to like have suggestions in this sense, at least, to keep the conversation going. So it's not just an opinion, you yelling, and then nothing happens from it. So again, suggestions are the biggest thing. If you have some, put them in the chat, you guys.
That part. Thank you. That's all I was waiting to say. If you guys have suggestions for the name for the sport tricking, but call it something else, put it in the comments. Let us know what you got.
Yeah, we'll talk about it for sure.
I would love it to be called something else. Spinjutsu is pretty bad though.
So you're against the whole Spinjutsu thing.
I love how
I understand
you're
that.
a perfect politician because it's like you're either with us or you're against us.
Yeah.
Like, look, I think that, and we actually, why don't we talk about the day that we were all in a room, and I think we were in your living room, and we were like debating what it would be called.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, it might be like 1% better.
Yeah, he did say that. He was like,
barely.
He was like, it's barely better than tricking, which I think is kind of funny. Look, I'm not saying the name isn't goofy. By the way, the whole lawsuit thing, I just want to clear this up right now. So, fortunately,
So that's actually Frank's first question is.
okay, so listen, everybody.
The legality of Spinjutsu or as branding.
Okay, so thankfully, my father he is an attorney.
Who would have thought?
And he has done trademarks before, and I talked to him about this.
They'll say you're cheating, Chris. They'll say you're cheating.
Yeah, it is a little. It
He's
is cheating.
cheating.
It is
Yeah,
cheating. It is
he'll
cheating
be
a little bit. My dad looked into this, and he did say that it wasn't trademarked. It's the Ninjago is trademarked. They have a trademark for that. Spinjutsu is not trademarked under that like umbrella. So like they can't really come after us because it's in a whole different section of the trademark under like sports and recreational activities. So like it's not only is it spelled different, but like he said that we wouldn't have a problem legally using that name and they wouldn't really come after us for that because it's just from a different section. So unless you'd like to have your attorney debate that, I would love for you guys to let us know what your attorney says about that.
Okay, hope that answered your question for the legality.
So, all right. So there's the legality. There's the fact that the name sucks. So I think the name sucks.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's like
That's
opinions.
the only issue.
Is it because from Lego?
No, I don't know about that shit. I'm 35, bro. I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about Ninjago either. And the thing is, do I like trick? Does it need a rename? Yes. Is Spinjutsu the best name? I don't know, but it's better than anything we have now.
I'm gonna keep calling
until we can have anything better. It's a good. I mean, Banyaga has some good suggestions as like bodyboarding or like floor surfing or something like that. I'm like, that's kind of cool. But even then, it's still taking other sports. But like again, suggestions like Spinjutsu kind of again. Coach was kind of right. It does kind of describe what we're doing. We're spinning, and there's a jutsu, like the martial arts aspect. And even people saying it sounds too martial artsy. Martial arts tricking. Anyway,
They don't care.
I really don't see that argument point. So it's the best thing we have now. I'm trying to think of something better, but
I
until
got
then,
two better ones right now.
it's what we got.
I came prepared.
Go ahead.
Honestly, all right. And back in the day, in like 2005,
Yeah.
and all this kind of stuff, like it was called XMA,
Okay.
Extreme Martial Arts.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I hated that. I was just like, this is cringy, and it was pretty much probably because of how it was like portrayed and how people in the community felt about it too. And it was just like felt corny compared to like, okay, you're just doing the sport, like you're calling it XMA because you're doing it in your forms and you're wearing a uniform and you have a weapon in your hand, but it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, don't do that.
Right.
Don't call it different things if it's like the same thing as my viewpoint. But honestly, that's a better name in my opinion. Extreme martial arts would be sick.
So XMA, extreme martial arts.
But check this out. A lot of people are going to complain about, oh, like, what about the flips? So I don't even do whatever. Okay, so I got another one. Still XMA. Extreme martial acro.
Okay.
That's not bad.
All right.
Extreme martial acro.
That seems like what would be.
It
That's
explains
interesting. That's
everything.
interesting. Extreme martial acro. That's actually not horrible.
It's not horrible.
It's not bad. What's the martial meaning? Like for acrobatics? Like extreme martial.
Like just
bringing all the other martial arts. You mean like the wushu and the karate and taekwondo?
Yeah. So there's that too. Like, I mean, there's a lot of martial arts moves that aren't attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go to capoeira or whatever, there's a lot of like evasive maneuvers.
That's true.
That's crazy to call it that, but yeah.
It's actually, I'll show you the video later. That's actually a callback to something way back in the day. But anyway, there's like TD rays, there's rays. Those aren't like necessarily attacks. There's like abatido, all these kinds of like b-boy type moves. But like extreme martial acro is not bad. And I think it's better than Spinjutsu and not cringy.
All right, how are we feeling about extreme martial acro?
Frank said acro would be shortened to acro. Wait, what does that say?
Acro would just be shortened to acro, which is
What do you mean? It's already its own
It
thing.
can be shortened to that, but it doesn't mean that's what.
and extreme martial
acrobatics.
is shortened to acro, so it's like, you're not really saying anything different because people.
Yeah, because it's qualifying the acro type. It's like saying snowboarding, wakeboarding.
Yeah, you'd have to say XMA
I-
first, and then you'd say it's extreme martial acro.
I think it's the
Just have to
same
explain that.
argument as he's saying as like, martial arts tricking, but then people just took away the martial arts part and just called it tricking. I think it's what he was saying is like,
Oh, because then it would just be acro.
yeah, people just think
They could say XMA.
That's true. So
Yeah,
in that sense of the
that-
three-letter
I
thing,
get it. Yeah.
XMA or MAT for martial arts tricking or KFT for
Matt is so dumb. I'm
flip
sorry, Matt
trips,
is so stupid.
whatever. Yeah, Matt, I don't like, but KFT is like, okay, that's at least like what we're doing. I don't know as well.
Yeah, straight. That's a good point. I wish it was something
There are
catchy.
live three-letter things you could do. but
Spinjutsu is
yeah.
catchy. I'm sorry, bro.
It's like,
You'll never forget that.
yeah, we definitely got to find.
You'll never
something.
forget.
I'll never forget this.
No one that's watching this will ever forget the
I'll-
name Spinjutsu.
I'll look at my
ever.
most viewed live. It'll be this fucking podcast, and I'll never forget it. Yeah, you're right.
With the title being.
I'll say some of my names, and we can just say how bad they are. These were ChatGPT thought of as well.
Wait, before we get into the list that you do have, I will say this, that a lot of people that liked the name Spinjutsu, they kind of like knew the irony that was happening with like how traditional martial arts slowly turned into just twist botting. And then instead of it calling it extreme martial arts or martial arts tricking, now it's named to something more specific to twisting, and then they don't like it. And then all the people that have like insanely clean kicks like Ninjago love the name Spinjutsu.
Aiden
And Aiden, like they're saying like it's ironic that it's just so it's funny that I like the name
people who are
Spinjutsu.
more martial arty love the name, and people who do mostly
Like
spin
Brendan
hate the
Morrison,
name.
like it's like Kojo. It's so funny that it's been like
It's
we
funny
like the
the
name
people who aren't
Spinjutsu.
doing the kicks and stuff are the ones having the most opinions. What you say?
Yeah.
If you're not kicking well for real, and you're not really doing the martial arts part of it, you have the strongest opinion about it, but the martial arts part of it, it's kind of ironic, is what's being said. So I don't know, get good and like do everything, or like give an opinion, give us a suggestion that actually matters, as opposed to just, or like don't like say it's tricking and just post you spinning.
You're just
Most
doing
of
dub.
the
Most of
thing-
you are doing dub backs. Like what Jackson Farish said. Most of you guys aren't even tricking.
doing dub backs?
You're just doing double
You say
backflips
that?
and
That's
triple
hilarious.
pulls. Like for real though. Yeah, like you guys are just posting cart trips. So it's like you guys aren't tricking. You're just spinning. And it's,
Wins,
you guys are doing
triple
Spinjutsu
wins.
more than anybody else. You're literally doing Spinjutsu more than anybody else.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, again, that goes the whole back of like, well, if you're not kicking, you're not tricking thing. But again,
Ooh,
I
there's some
feel
comments.
like the whole jutsu thing kind of it's like what you said. It encompasses that martial arts part. As far as like, there's a comment saying, why isn't it something in Japanese or in Japanese, like how parkour is in French? Why is it in Japanese?
If Japan switched the name like overnight, I think America would follow so fast. Like they really would. Like if Japan decided to call it something that wasn't tricking and it was something in their language, like US would be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And then they'd all change because we're all weebs. Like we all like anime. It would be so easy for them to change the name, and everyone would be like, oh, I love it so much. They wouldn't get any flack for it. They really wouldn't.
Some people would, but
I don't know, bro.
Here's-
Japan is like the
here's-
mecca of movement for what we do
so
in China.
what did you say right before? Because I was gonna comment on that. You talked about basically I was gonna get to something about
the French parkour.
yeah. So people are talking about it being in Japanese. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like tricking started here.
Yeah.
Like parkour started in France. That's why it's named off something like French.
Yeah, which I was gonna say why, because it's not the first time I heard the Japanese comment. Somebody else said, "Why isn't that name in Japanese?" I think Boy was trying to do the Japanese naming or something like that, where it's like I thought of these names, but I don't know if they're good. But it's like Japanese based for like kata or something like. He was like that, so it's like I'm just curious as to why people are wanting Japanese to be like the name structure of it versus the American naming of tricking.
We just watch too much
and
anime.
even then, all the tricks in Japan, like when they talk about tricking, they say it in English. So it's like, what are we like? You'll hear them say like then cheat nine. It's like, okay, I understood that part. They're talking in English, so it's like,
Yeah.
I really don't understand like
there's-
why it needs to be in Japanese.
And there's some tricks that like Japanese people don't like the name of it, but it is like based in their language, but they don't like shuriken. They don't like the name shuriken like variations. Does that mean that we change the name because they don't like that name?
That is a
You know
whole
what I
thing.
mean?
I barely even understand that one, but yeah, that is true. The whole shuriken and quirk hurricane thing. It's very specific. So yeah, I was just curious as to why it should be named Japanese, if anything.
I also saw something else like in comments where people were talking about oh well, why doesn't just America change the name and then we can keep the name tricking for the rest of the world or something? Like that doesn't make any sense either, because don't act like we're not most of the trickers. Like between US, UK, like any English it's probably at least half. I'm not trying to do the whole US thing is, the center of the world thing, but seriously, I mean like
Yeah.
it started here. It would make sense for all of us to call the movement art the same thing in the world. So I think we all have to agree, instead of having different names for different countries, that doesn't make sense either.
There was another whole thing, like argument about the culture behind it. And like my argument for that is that the new generation doesn't even know the culture. They don't know it was filled with a bunch of just drug addicts. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, like, for the most part, back in the day, like most trickers were just degen, like druggies, just smoking weed. Like I remember watching samplers when I was younger, and everyone was just smoking weed in it. My parents were like, "You can't watch that." Like that was the culture that you guys.
Wait,
were trying
Mom,
to
they're gonna
protect.
get naked. Wait.
Yeah, they're about to get
Wait,
naked and destroy somebody's home.
Wait, it's gonna be awesome.
Like if you ask new gen, like people in our movement who
I was a joking, guys, relax.
who these
I was a joke, guys, relax.
who these like old school trickers are, they don't know because it's based in martial arts anyway. Like the old school guys, they all came from NASCA. So it's like you guys are saying like the culture behind this. Yeah. It's like the new gen isn't informed. It's like they don't even want martial arts in tricking, and it came from martial arts. That's why I got into it. Because I was watching Ninja Turtles and I was trying to do front flips off my coffee table when I was younger, and then I finally figured out the name because of my martial arts studio that I was doing my thing at. And I saw the movement and I was like, this is sick. This is martial arts. I want to do this. But you guys don't want the martial in there anyway, so.
I saw Shark Boy and Lava Girl doing it. I thought it was CGI at first. Until I realized, people can actually do that in person. So then I realized, I forget how I found it, but it was Roland Osborne came to my studio, and it was like extreme flips video DVD. It didn't even say tricking on it, but I learned the aerial and butterfly kick in that. And that's why I kind of got into it. But like, it took me a while to find the name of it back then too. It wasn't even called. I'm pretty sure it's like extreme flips or whatever. Is why I looked online. So the name wasn't really popular back then either.
If somebody wanted to start tricking right now, and they wanted to do a discipline that supplemented their tricking, they'd probably like do gymnastics or something, right? Like,
yeah, they probably
like they wouldn't.
They'd probably picked like Taekwondo.
You think so? Still, right now?
Taekwondo.
Right now. I'm saying like new gen trickers.
New gen.
Because that's what I did. That's my whole point. When I started, I saw a backflip in a movie. That's how I started tricking. I just random TV movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Changed my life completely. The TV was on that day. I was like, yo, I want to do a backflip. And here I'm 20 years later. But like within 6 or 7 months of that journey starting, I went to Taekwondo school. Like, because was like kicking, tricking. It was the same. Like, you had to kick. Basically.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like people would just maybe go to gymnastics or just not even do any of that.
So yeah, it's so hard to, if you're not somewhere that's like that has a community, which is most places.
Yeah.
It's
like a new.
Yeah, even in like Japan or China, it's very hard to find the gyms that everyone's located at.
Yeah.
Like they're in rural areas.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, Tundra is pretty deep within Kobe, and I had to take an hour and a half train ride from Osaka just to get over there. So it's like, yeah, I don't know exactly what they would do to supplement it if there was no classes. It might be gymnastics, but like you would have to do like an adult gymnastics class.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of lame.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It would either be that or like Taekwondo or even me. I grew up in Chesapeake, and there was no one around. I taught my friend Spinjutsu, and we learned it together because there was no other people that were doing Spinjutsu when I was at.
That's it for the rest of the podcast.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up.
All right, Malik, give us let us know the status of the comments section.
Yeah, so
The whole
pretty much
Let us know what people are saying, what people
yeah,
are
the
asking.
relationship meaning seems like a cultural specific problem.
Wait,
That-
what? Who
the-
said what?
Mike said the relationship with other meaning prostitution seems like a cultural problem, specific certain areas. Kind of like how jutsu is a problem in Japan, prostitution be a problem in America. So it's like, okay, we have two problems, then how do we find a solution? That's cool. Naming problems, but like again, we're looking for solutions. So I guess.
And I did talk to Mike about this there was a long conversation about this, and we never met in the middle. We didn't. He likes the name tricking, and he wants to stick with that, and I don't like the name tricking, and I think it should be changed. So it was tough for us to like
Agree
come
to disagree,
to.
it's fine.
Yeah, agree to disagree. We had a great conversation about it though.
Yeah, wanted to be more catchy. Someone just said, I'm gonna say I just do Trick Strong. Like, hey, shout out Trick Strong.
Hey.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
right.
It's too childish.
And the whole childish thing too. It's like, but Ninjago, they were using the Master of Spinjutsu. That series went on from like 2011 to 2017.
Whoa.
All right. So that was such a long time ago already at this point. They did do a revamp of the show, but they didn't call it Spinjutsu. And they rarely even use that name. So it's like you guys are referring to something that you probably watched as a kid. And I don't know, maybe you're like scrolling through Netflix and then see the show pop up or something. But like what I think Kojo made a point on this, in 10 years it wouldn't even matter. Like no one would even know. It's like, oh, Spinjutsu, that's from Ninjago. Why do you guys watch Ninjago? Like so many of you watch Ninjago. That's crazy to me. I think
because they're a lot younger. I mean
that's wild how many people were like, don't get me wrong, I watched the movie. Like I watched the show too. But like for all of you guys complaining about it, Ninjago is a very popular series.
I didn't even know it existed.
And most people didn't, to be
I'm
honest.
more of a
a lot of
Connects
people
guy.
a lot of people that were like
More of an anime guy?
Definitely more of a Connects guy over here.
okay,
I'm more of a
I'm a
jutsu
Connects
guy.
the
Exactly.
current name for it, triggers and
All right, what else are we saying?
claims to do Spinjutsu.
I'm gonna say it a little louder. One of the things
Well, I don't know if
that
it's a good
comes up-
point.
Yeah, you're obvious.
I'm not gonna read every comment. If your
I don't know
comment's
if it's a
dumb,
good
I'm not
point.
gonna.
That's-
I'm not gonna.
You're
just
the moderator,
do it.
Malik.
Yeah.
I was trying to include them.
Synthesize.
I was trying to
Let us-
include them. That's all. My bad. One of the things.
Let us know what we need to talk about here.
Yep. So yeah, he's pretty much saying he hasn't heard any good names for whoever claims to do Spinjutsu. I think he's saying comes up that you maybe hate the current name.
I do like the name loop kicking, but everyone would be kind of upset about that. I do think that would be a little unfair for the whole
I wish we
community.
could call it loop kicks without calling it loop kicking as the like.
It'd be loop kicks. Yeah, it's like that's
Loop kicks is a cool name.
It is a cool name. That's a great name.
I would be happy to do loop kicks, but to say like, oh, I'm loop kicking
And he's
right now,
he's
it's
trick
kinda
strong,
weird.
by the way. He's trick strong. Yeah, it would be one of those things where it's like, I do loop kicks. It's like this thing. I don't know. You'd have to just like, even Spinjutsu. You can't just say I'm a Spinjutsuer.
No.
You'd have to be like, I do the art of Spinjutsu. I'm a Spinjutsu master, etc.
Hence XMA. It's in the name.
I do XMA. I'm an XMA.
Extreme martial acro. Extreme
I mean,
martial arts. Either one is like
Extreme
like
martial
you
arts-
understand what it means.
I
Like you
I-
do understand what it means.
I feel like with people with sports, they like the I and G at the end. like boxing, swimming, like skating,
Yeah, but martial arts.
snowboarding, martial arting is not.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but
it's
people
still
do
an
much-
established
They
thing.
do,
is
no,
my
they
point.
go. I do MMA, but that's kind of corny.
I
when
think that's
people
why.
say
I think that's why they like tricking, because like tricking. Oh yeah, it's like one of the ings. It's like another sport. Just kind of blows. I think it's like sounds nice in their head.
it gets so hidden though.
But
That gets so hidden. I feel like we need like a definitely a catchier name because it's like the name doesn't stick with anybody that's not already in it. You know what I mean?
yeah, baseball players don't call themselves baseballers.
That'd be cool. Though.
But again, we don't have a ball. They have another apparatus thing, and again, the only other thing, like again, baseball players don't do tricks either. It's like what sports with tricks in it, ideally, is a thing as well that we gotta go off of. I feel like
That's actually a good point by Frank.
What did he say?
specific.
He said escalator used to be a trademarked name, but it was so ubiquitous. I can't even say that.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitously used that the government put it into the public domain. Food for thought regarding loot kicks, LMAO. That's actually a good point. Like if it ended up being like we do loot kicks, that they can't really like. I mean, and people, dude, their fucking merch would get fucked. Like they
You
would.
better trade, loop kicks. You better trademark it right now before we change the name. You're gonna make bank, bro.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be
Make
funny because
big.
then everyone would be, all the loop kicks merch would just be mashed into everything.
We'd have
They actually have been the longest going gathering in the United States.
and they're very close to where it all started.
And they are very close. Yeah, very true.
So I mean, they're the origin
And-
of tricking.
and-
A lot of them
and
are
that
involved
leads-
in it or whatever.
Yeah.
That leads me to ask, what makes what's the criteria for someone to be a tricker and have any say and opinion in all of this? Like, what should be the criteria? Is there one? Because I've heard 5 years you have to be a tricking, and you have to, and like, do you have to know martial arts? Do you have to know like the history of tricking? Do you have to know who Manny Brown is? Do you have to know this, and that? Like, what's the criteria for someone to have opinion? Maybe like a celebrity who practices it, but they're like, oh, he can't say anything because he doesn't even do it, and that's a lot of dumb people saying that end of it. What's the criteria then of someone who can say and can say they can't have an opinion to change the name?
And you really got to think about that because a lot of you guys have this opinion that you might not fit in this criteria. I'm gonna be honest.
You might not be valid.
Yeah, we need to see your Spinjutsu card.
A bunch of grown people worried about another grown man calling the sport something else is wild.
Yeah, that's another good point. A lot of you guys got really mad at me for no reason from a name,
Yeah.
from a whimsy name like Spinjutsu. You guys were crying about it, which is, by the way, that was like the best 2 days of my life almost. Just like seeing all the comments.
No,
I knew it was. I
I was
was
having-
ask you. I knew you were just like, yes.
I was having, dude, I was laughing. I haven't laughed like that in like a while. And I just thank you guys so much for engaging in this conversation as a whole. Because regardless if you were mad at me or on my side, like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun to engage in that. 'Cause it was so funny, bro. Like, it was so funny.
Wait, I'm trying to. Why are they saying XMAAA or the multiple A's? What do the multiple A's mean?
It could have glitched maybe. I have no idea.
Arts, martial arts.
Extreme martial arts acrobatics.
Yeah.
And then he was saying AAAA.
I like your top reasons for it. It should be called Spinjutsu. This is a good one. Name a trick that doesn't involve a rotation on any axis. There are three main axes, and most tricks do a spin, twist, or rotation of some sort. Probably called the same thing.
Someone said illusion, and they thought they did a good job, but you guys like, what the fuck are you
They
talking
thought
about?
Literally, you cannot do any movement, let alone tricking, without rotation.
Yeah, so funny. 180, that's what you're spinning,
You
bro.
can't even move your arm without rotation.
twist, rotation, flip. I mean, it's all technically rotation. Jutsu apply technique. That's true, but Japanese don't like that. It sounds a bit martial artsy without it being martial arts. Need an umbrella term like skateboard tricks, magic tricks.
And I do want
tricks.
to I want to bring up the Binyaga's comment because I think it's just so funny. He said, "I'm not going to hear it from all the Spinjutsu deniers when our terminology literally counts rotation on floor, in air, and after you land. Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer." I love that. I was always a person with standards, and like when people would land triple cork, like severely under rotated and just like celebrate it. I'm like, why are you celebrating something that you like didn't achieve when other people did get to that? You know, it's like, why are you doing that? But if it's Spinjutsu, then that's by all means.
The
That's
standards go out the window if you have Spinjutsu.
that's right. You can say whatever you want.
Hey, I spun.
You spun fast, baby.
I spun.
I spun.
I spun. I land on my feet.
That's right.
Hey, there's more freedom with Spinjutsu than I'm
There
on
is-
board. Freedom.
Rotation jutsu.
Oh no. No.
Oh,
Ninjutsu. So I don't know if you guys know this. I think you do. You guys are old school
Can,
now.
can be zoomed in.
You remember when
I think that's a
they
brand
called it
once,
trick
isn't it?
busting for a bit?
Oh my god.
That is very bad.
I heard
busting.
that.
That was
Busting
the
tricks.
That was the first name.
That's worse.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jefferson was talking about that, and I was like, I think Nelson commented, and I was like, hey Nelson, can I bust with you sometime? Could we
Not
move the
good.
camera closer?
Do you want to?
I think someone was saying
Hiram's asking.
You guys want to see us closer? Sure.
because I think it was already pretty far at the front when I looked at
It's
it.
because it's so wide angle, you know?
It is. It's a prime. Get that prime.
I like when Chris squints into the camera and does the Chris thing. I don't know what that
I don't know what I'm talking
I don't know
about.
what that-
I did not. I feel like I did
Thank
not
you.
do that.
the Chris thing. I don't know what that means, but I can't.
You got it?
I like Firefly's rebuttal to yours.
Yeah, what do you say?
You sure?
How, like, again, like,
Yeah, I got you.
would definitely get territorial in terms. They've already went over that. It won't. Doesn't describe tricking as
Sweet.
accurate as tricking does. There are hundreds of tricks that have 0 twisting elements. Name 10. That'd be great. Spinjutsu.
He
is
said
misleading.
name 10 tricks that don't have any
Spin-
type of rotation.
Spinjutsu is misleading as when most people hear jutsu is correlated to martial arts, which is not what tricking is. I'll read that one more time. Spinjutsu is misleading as when most hear jutsu, it's correlated to martial arts, which is not what tricking is.
That's wild.
Okay. Spinjutsu to me and many others just find the name to be corny realistically. That's a cool opinion. But the third one was just not a real fact at all. It was just untrue. Again, when you're sharing stuff, your opinions, don't just share mistruths. Is my only biggest thing. You can have a strong opinion, but don't just be lying. It doesn't really help a case at all. It doesn't help us at all, you guys. Which is my main thing when I was talking to a lot of people about it, because I was trolling a little bit in the comments, but I also trying to have a serious conversation outside, just trying to get some suggestions from people, but it'll mostly end in, oh, I'm just going to call it gay
You said
flips,
that.
or I'm just going to call it flips and shit, you know? It was like never a real suggestion that I got from somebody, because they said they had no time to think of it, which we had plenty of time to think of a new name, and also, a lot of trickers aren't the most creative people. For example, what do you call a double leg? Let's just shorten it to D leg. It's like, okay, well, that's not really that's just shortening it versus trying to think of some creative. I'll have all these like shuriken and swipes and things. I don't know. It's just very lazy naming sometimes. Single leg was a thing for a while for a frontside shuriken. It was called a single leg. I'm like, that's so all right, cool. Like, I don't know. It just shows like the straightforward thinking of trickers was not very creative back then. It's definitely not any more creative now. So that's why it's hard to get new suggestions from people. I feel like they're actually good.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. Oh, also another funny point was like someone said that it doesn't matter because anyone that can or triple fold doesn't like the name Spinjutsu. Bro, you're naming a twisting technique. Like, what are you talking about?
Not good.
You didn't say cheat 12. Do you know why? Because like almost like nobody can cheat 12. Well,
Yeah.
cheat 12 is a very difficult trick to do. I feel like way more people can
And we
cheat
have
with
two-
triple fold
and two
than
of the
cheat
best
12.
ones left Spinjutsu right now. The best ones who can do the
Yeah, the best people that can cheat 12. Like Spinjutsu. What can you do?
Help some people's cases, Malik. I got that clip. Thanks for saying that out loud, Malik.
Oh, was Hiram that wanted us to change all this? Man, get out of here.
I will say
Change the whole
it was far. It was far.
I said top space in the beginning. I said it. I was like,
There was a lot. There was
Not-
a lot.
not my stream.
You know, I wish that could have been back there, but
we'll move it next time.
yeah, imagine. God,
Next
that would be
podcast.
so annoying.
When it's solidified. When my
Well,
friend
then I'll have to change it.
my friend is gonna go on to Jimmy Fallon and call it Spinjutsu.
Yeah. So when that
I think
happens,
so when that happens, I feel like it's gonna kind of be solidified in the U.S. So I hope you guys are ready.
So the thing is, you guys, we've had like 20 years to think of a rename. I thought of this last year about the thing like, oh, it's really need a new name. People weren't really listening. I went my story asked. People didn't really give some new suggestions, and then people didn't really think it was a thing. Now it's an actual thing. People are upset because, hey, it can't happen yet. I'm not ready. Well, guess what? We've had time. We've had plenty of time. And if it happens, it happens. But it's just kind of like we've had time to think about this, have this conversation. The fact that it's just actually happening, it's kind of too late for it to be a change when stuff's already in motion. And we people have motion too as well. It's even more impossible as you see. So,
I mean, it's possible that more people currently know about Spinjutsu than they do tricking.
it's probably.
I hate to say
very
that,
true.
but like when Caleb's post went viral, well over 100 million have seen Spinjutsu. I'm sorry, but that's how small our community is. It's like if we want to call it something different,
The
just
fact
because
that
I
it just takes
want to.
one person one day, obviously he's very famous, but one person one day just be like, actually, yeah, it's this.
I mean, he can't call anything else. So it's like he wants to be able to show what he's doing. He needs to
Give
call
him a better
something.
name.
He's
bro.
like, all right, I'm doing it.
No, I'm just saying it's funny and it actually shows
it-
how
it-
small tricking is right now.
It is.
I told him, I was like, if anybody has the power, it's probably you. I told him that, and I didn't think it was going to be this serious, but
We were in the
knew-
backyard. I
we
remember
literally-
when you said that.
We literally knew that he had that much power, and people would get this upset about it. It's a funny part. I didn't think people would get this upset, but I'm glad the conversation's finally being talked about a little bit, but it's just a little too late is what I'm seeing, and my opinion on it is like, look, I don't mind the name. It's like Coach said, I don't mind it. It kind of works. Yeah, can we think of something better? Probably, but are we going to? Probably not. From what I've talked to a lot of trickers about it, probably not getting any new suggestions that work. So we got to run with it and have people hate it versus them. Well, this is way better. Oh, yeah, that's a good name. Let's throw it in the box. There's no box right now.
It really isn't, bro.
so-
Like, there's not like you guys are doing a bad job at like convincing anybody a new name that's better than Spinjutsu.
And my thing is just it doesn't need to have tricking in it. Can you give a name that doesn't have tricking, but you can still have other things? Just the tricking is the bad part. So anything that doesn't have that word in it.
The whole name is
a lot.
the bad part.
Every name that's
just
a
that
tricking
part.
brand is better named than tricking. Like for some reason, like Vertigo tricking, Loop Kicks, Trick Strong, Trick Dynamics,
Bullet tricks.
like Bullet Tricks. Any
Infinite Tricks.
name that you guys came up with for your companies is better than our sport name.
They
Just like
don't-
let that sink in. Like that's so crazy to me.
If tricking can be described as extreme tumbling, breakdance, capoeira, and spinjutsu can be tricking
Wait,
and all that. Wait, what?
be louder with that.
If tricking can be described as extreme tumbling, breakdance, capoeira, etc., spinjutsu can be tricking and all that.
No, he's just saying it can be the umbrella
Yeah.
term as well.
Yeah.
Like some people can say what you're doing is tricking, and then other people are saying
What you're
they're
doing
doing
is
Spinjutsu.
spinjutsu is the same thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what we were saying with the free running and parkour thing too. Even though it's like slightly different meanings, but like maybe spinjutsu can mean something else. Like JL was saying, like spinjutsu means this type of tricking you're doing or something like that. He was talking about, which I'm like, okay, that's cool too. But even then, I think it's just gonna be more than that. I think it's just gonna take over and meet and like it's gonna become the main thing. Is what I think is gonna happen. I don't think
We don't need more names for tricking. We don't need more than one thing to
All right,
call ourselves. like that.
Yuri, I will say this: give us a better name, and then maybe we'll change it.
What are you saying?
he said, yeah, but at the same time, by having Caleb call tricking Spinjutsu on Jimmy Fallon is kind of unfair to all the tricking athletes who don't get a say in the name change.
Yuri, I've asked a lot of tricking athletes. They don't have any options. They don't have any suggestions, Yuri. They don't have any. That's the thing. They don't have it. Gay flips. Flips and shit is what I got as a suggestion, a real one. So it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You know, we don't have any suggestions. We don't have any. We're trickers. We don't have any suggestions. This is why we need something that actually works. There's no real good ones. Pegging is why I got my question thing. Rimming.
Oh yeah,
It's all for the gay shit, bro.
Here, hold up. I got some
Like we're not
suggestions.
getting any good ones.
Let's go on all the suggestions we've gotten so far.
Yeah,
let's go to that part.
Yeah, there's a big list of suggestions. Even Malik, he has a huge list.
I have
Where's
a
our
list of names that I made. I'm
YouTube
also
podcast chat.
What also I put in my thing 'cause I asked for more names. So let's just see.
All right, we got Spin Strong.
No, you do not. Oh, Spin Strong. Okay, that's funny.
We got oh, this is my screen share of the
Names are tough, bro. It's difficult. It's a difficult thing to do.
thing.
Angry Ballet. Angry Ballet. Tricking.
Loop, martial arts tricking, loop kicking, tricking, martial arts tricking. Come on, guys.
Trap kicking. Wealthy. Tricking.
Trick jutsu.
Rimming. Tricking. Tweaking.
Foreskin jutsu, bro.
Trickling.
By Bowie. That's Bowie.
Trickling bothers me.
Why not airbending? Okay, that's going to be corny too. I mean, hey, it's a good option, but people are going to say that's corny. as
Yeah,
well.
if we actually went with airbending, people would hate that too. It's like
It's better than Spinjutsu.
if we want to do airbend, like is airbending the new thing? Are we?
I
about to all be
swear it's better than
airbenders?
Spinjutsu.
Airbender sounds dope.
I would say Airbender 1,000%.
All right,
I
all
never
right.
even watched Avatar.
All right, everyone in the chat, are we going with airbending?
Is airbending
well,
your
the funniest
Spinjutsu?
thing is
These are the best options.
nobody is gonna say that. Oh, Avatar's gonna come after you for saying fucking airbending. No one's gonna say that shit. Nobody, guaranteed.
Won't be Avatar, it'll be the last Airbender.
I don't mind airbending. I'm down to be an airbender.
Something like
Airbending's cool.
freestyle
Airbending's
acro,
sick as fuck.
but not exactly freestyle acro. All right, so those are my suggestions. We kind of got some things. We got tricking and then some gay stuff in the freestyle acro.
Yo, to
Trick
people that are upset about the name, he's not gonna say tricking. Like I'm just saying that. It's like most people that have any type of influence don't use the word tricking. Just like ask Shaquan. He doesn't do it in any type of interview. He doesn't say tricking. Go find him say tricking anywhere besides hashtags.
He puts it in the hashtag. He never says what he does. He says, I do that shit, bro.
He could have
I
said
do
it.
that shit.
He could have said it during the Speed when he met Speed. He
Yeah.
didn't for a reason. Like
Yo, and even that one guy, freaking Richard, who did the swings in front of Speed, he was like, yo, what is that? He's like, it swings. He didn't say tricking.
he had such a close
it
opportunity.
swings. He might have said tricking. He might have, but I don't think he said it. I don't think he said that.
Swings.
It's like people don't say.
It's gainer switches, bro.
Like it's not like it's tricking. They're like, oh, what the fuck? And they go walk. No one says it when they need to. No one says it when they need to, bro.
And everyone's saying that nobody likes the name. That's not true, actually. There's a bunch of people that like the name Spinjutsu.
But literally every person I've asked about the name said that Spinjutsu might be better than tricking, but it's not the best choice. Feels like it's nearly good enough.
I understand that point. I understand the argument that it's nearly good enough. And like, if we're trying to expose this movement to a bunch of people, good enough is good enough. Like,
I mean, it's better than what we've done for 20 years, but
yeah.
But like by like, in my opinion, it is like if I just started and it was like you could either call this Spinjutsu or tricking.
Rich literally
It'd be
said some
really
shit.
fucking close, bro. It's not good.
When Rich did it in front of Speed, he was like, some backflips. That's what he said. He did get switches. He's like, yo, what is that? Some backflips. That's what he said. Didn't say tricking. It's like, no one says it.
No one says
when you can.
Yeah.
Because they know, oh, I'm not remembering that. You're a prostitute. Bye.
Yeah, no one wants to
I
call
don't
them.
even want to say it to one-on-one people, let alone when you're on TV and like what else?
Like, if I ever get to a place where I can say that in front of like millions of people, it's not going to be tricking. I'm sorry.
Well,
I feel like a lot of people agree.
Michaela says, well, would you rather have tricking finally gain attention and be called something else, or have him not shout it out and at all and have tricking not get that reach people have been begging for? It's very, very true.
Definitely rather hear it be said. Tricking, might as well say it. But for it to be called
It's
something
like it's a
else,
dirty word.
it's not good.
No change is better than a bad change that not the majority of the sport is on board with. I mean, okay, that's a good point. But what would it take to get the whole sport on board? It was renaming a sport. I can rename a trick, let alone Chris renaming a sport.
There's definitely a word or a group of mouth noises
that
everyone, like
describes us.
70% of people will be like, yo!
There is.
But
And
we haven't said it yet.
We have to find it, people. This is your opportunity, because if you don't find it, it's gonna be Spinjutsu. So fuck you guys.
I think
I'm
we need
sorry.
a deadline. We need a deadline.
You guys want a deadline
They
for this?
need.
Like
They
this is
need
your
a deadline.
deadline before everyone in America knows it, and you're at a park, and some kid is gonna come up to you and saying, "Are you doing Spinjutsu?" And you're gonna lose your fucking mind.
We need a day that's like it's gonna be remembered as like D-Day,
The D-Day.
like the D-Day of tricking.
Oh my gosh.
February,
bro.
like, is it a leap year this year? Damn, that would have been perfect. February 29th.
Saul for not saying it's tricking. He has a whole PR team. Literally can't.
Thank you, Neil, for being real by Yuri.
I don't know what I said, but you're welcome.
I don't know what he said either.
Spinjutsu sounds like
Oh, but
a
it's
verbal
not
puke,
like it.
though. I don't think it'll be called Spinjutsu. I don't think it'll be called that, Yuri. We can think of a better name than that. Obviously, it won't be called Spinjutsu or Spinna or Spinner.
Spinner.
You know, whatever the joke was I was making. You know, I think
That was
a
funny.
name.
It's
Spinna.
it's Spinja or Spinna. That's actually not bad.
I'm a spinner. What's up?
Yeah, bro. Oh, it was actually funny. There was some. I was like going through a G Tramper, and then somebody called him a spinner. A bunch of people were like, now that's a spinner. And that was on Facebook. Everyone was calling him a spinner. because he does G-Tramp.
And G-Tramper, Tramper sounds crazy. You know?
G-Tramper sounds awful.
G-Tramp.
That's why that
you
sport
know,
is
it's
also
like,
not well known.
It's like these sport names. We just
At least it stands for something that's very reasonable immediately. Like what do you mean by tricking? Sorry, some guy called it that 20 years ago. But at least G-Tramp, it's like, yeah, it's garden trampoline. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
immediately-
you could call it
immediately
exactly.
justify it.
Yeah, that's
we
fair.
cannot justify tricking. We can't.
Yeah, you can.
We can.
You really can.
It's like, I'm not a prostitute. Like, that's a justification.
If you have both like their names and name for the people that do.
Like,
See if I have any comments in my.
So we're asking now. Go and throw some suggestions you have. Give one suggestion. Give one suggestion if you got one.
Do we have any
I
questions?
didn't read anything except for Hiron saying, John, that didn't help at all. So let's read John's comment. We had both.
John. Oh, okay.
If we had both a slightly better name and a name for the people to what?
Do it from the beginning. I don't think that's gonna happening.
That
Like,
sounds
No one
crazy.
from the beginning's doing it.
What
Like
are you
they're
talking
not
about?
in this
Yeah,
conversation.
they're either retired or
Neil,
they don't even.
Do you have
care
Manny
enough.
Brown's number, Neil?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or Steve Tirada?
I don't think we can call him right now.
We
He's
need,
gonna
we
answer.
need to know. It's crucial.
Look
You
at
gotta
that.
ask the old heads. We gotta ask the beginners.
Nope.
The people
Who's
that
the old
invented. You want to ask the people that invented the sport? Oh, by the way, I talked to Juji about this because I asked him. He didn't give any comments on Spinjutsu, but he did say like backyard acrobatics. He did say. Actually, I do have the names
He
here.
probably wishes it was something else too at this point.
Yeah, he does, bro. He didn't. He like
I learned
commented
from
immediately
Juji, too.
on what he wanted. Like, not it wasn't Spinjutsu, but it wasn't tricking.
Yeah, as soon as actually that's a great example. Go to Juji's channels and
He's a
see
pioneer,
how
by
often
the way.
he mentioned. Yeah, you have to say that at this point. Juji did a lot of stuff for us back then.
Yeah.
Go,
Reels. I learned how to back handspring and
Go-
back from him, bro.
go look at his content now with the millions of likes and follows and stuff, and see how often he's mentioning tricking. I don't know. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe it's not. I'm curious actually. I'm genuinely.
And these
the
are
answer.
this is Juji Mufu's suggestions. He said acrobatics, freestyle acrobatics, backyard acrobatics. Those are his suggestions. But when I asked him, he just quickly mentioned the things that it shouldn't be tricking.
Even back then, 14 years ago, a lot of his posts about the kicks would be exemplar flash kick, exemplar 540. It'll just have the trick names in it, you know.
It just said Juji Mufu,
Trying
the
to
name.
see, like when he first
No,
mentioned
you gotta go
tricking at all.
you gotta go to like news-
Skinny Juji. Oh, new?
No,
Oh, I see.
I'm curious. No, my question is that now he's famous.
Okay.
What is he calling things? now?
Okay. Let's see.
I'm curious if he's still calling it tricking or if he like
Actually, that's a good question. Let me go to his Instagram and see.
Yeah. because he has.
I know he posts tricks every now and then.
Wish you could tap. I wish the
oh,
stream could tap
definitely.
in and see my screen, but
Oh, he doesn't even tag tricking, by the way.
see when did he last post?
Yeah, he does hashtag bodybuilding. He doesn't call it tricking.
Yeah, because tricking's not gonna get him any reach.
Yeah, he'd rather save his hashtags.
yes.
Go to his description though and see what he calls that. Like what he says in his description like of-
loud aerials.
in the in his profile.
Oh, his profile. Let's see.
Stretch with me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he doesn't mention that he's a
He's
martial
2
arts-
million followers, quite a few, and he's not really mentioning tricking. And this is trickstutorials.com himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he would, like, my point is that even if he
That
does
answers
mention
my
it sometimes, he would be celebrating it if it was a better name. He would be putting it out there and more people would know. Anybody who has the opportunity to isn't taking that opportunity because the name sucks.
It's true. I mean,
Like there's so many it's like, oh, why isn't tricking more known? Like, think about it. Anytime somebody finally gets that reach, they don't want to mention it.
it's never. By the way, it's never mentioned when Shaquan went on the Steve Harvey show and when Bailey Payne went on Ellen. Also, when Dom went on the other show that he was telling me about, they called him cheerleader.
Yeah.
Like,
Tumblr then
They were like, oh, we're not gonna give you that title on any type of platform because it's a bad name.
They said that to him.
No, they said that they didn't think that was good marketing term.
Yeah.
so they
said that-
so they switched his whole thing to cheerleading.
There you go, guys. There you go.
And people actually went up to him and told him, he was like, are you that cheerleader that I saw on TV? He was like, I'm actually, he had to explain to them that he wasn't a cheerleader.
My issue though, like honestly, is that people will debate that fact. That pisses me off. they're like, oh, the name's fine. It's not fine.
See it, Mike. I see it.
Like, it's okay if you don't want Spinjutsu. It's okay if you think tricking is a better name, but don't lie and say the name's fine.
Yeah.
It's actually not.
Yeah, 100%. I've been
Because
so,
we would be way more well known right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's been plenty of people. How many people are in stunts or in movies, are famous influencers now, like Juji or Shaquan or all the people we just mentioned, and they haven't really been pushing tricking? It's not because they don't want to. They love the movement. They do it every day.
Yeah.
It's because they can't.
It's sad.
It's because they can't, because it'll damage their platform or whatever else. And like, so.
Mike Tom says, I still haven't heard a good argument for why tricking is a bad name other than I'm salty no one knew tricking when I was younger.
I'll fix it.
John says, Donnie Sheehan tried to push freestyle martial arts, but it didn't take off. He was doing a lot of this, though. He was doing this, which didn't help the cringy aspect of it all. He was like, freestyle martial arts, and then he would do that, and like, okay, well, that's straight from Naruto, but okay, cool, so.
Wait, fun fact about that.
I mean, it's also like, that was it, and he was also cringe, because he was doing that shit. He kept doing that.
Guys, by the way, if you
doing
ever
that.
see any of us doing that, that's a joke from
Like,
from Donnie Sheehan. This is a
Donnie kept
long.
doing that.
This is a long
For a
form.
while.
This is a 10-year joke now. Ever since I saw him do that during the Red Bull battles, I was like, this is the.
He was laying a trick, and then
I was like,
he
no, we
was
gotta keep
there.
that.
It's like, okay, all right, so is that not cringe? Is
He
that
actually was running while Bailey Payne was doing a pass at one point. He was in the
doing the
background,
Naruto run.
like not fully, but he was like moving.
So it's like, the thing is, like, the whole corny thing, tricking is corny, guys. We're doing, like, what are we doing? The names are corny. It's like, we have to accept that, and okay, we're corny. Let's move on. Let's think of a corny name that actually is good then for us. You know, let's not just be like, oh, it has to be cool. It's never gonna sound cool. It's never gonna sound cool to explain to somebody what tricking is. We're gonna sound like a nerd. We're gonna sound like nerds, you guys. So I'm like, we gotta think of something better, is what I think. And from Mike's thing, like, no one knew what it was. Well, it's like more so me growing up, me saying it, people would just think it was something else. I'm like, well, how can I name it to where they don't think it's something else? Was my thing. But again, other people didn't grow up in that life. I mean, yeah, they did or didn't do it, but like from my experience, that's pretty much what's been my whole life. So,
Yeah, Mike says it is widespread right now, but yeah, okay. I mean, whatever you want to call whatever this is now, but it could be more widespread is my point. It's not that like,
from
I mean, yeah, we've made some progress, but
Mikael's point, Uber driver knew what it was. He's 60 plus. Knew exactly what tricking was because he saw it on TV. Cool. That's one statistic. That's great. I think that's such a shame and they didn't mention it. The reason we aren't known, yeah. Hasn't been commercialized. Widespread. Gyms now. How many different countries now? I mean, again, it's very widespread because that's all we've been calling it for the past few years. But again, the martial arts have been taken out of it too. So
just say the full question though, just so people that are watching this later know what you're talking about.
okay, the reason we aren't known well is because tricking hasn't been commercialized. 10,000% has become widespread. We have tricking gyms in how many different countries now? Probably a few, but I don't know their names. Again, it's like what are the names of them or what are they named under? Because a lot can't be named under tricking's a thing.
Yeah, majority of people don't even know the names of the gyms.
When I was trying a tricking class, I couldn't have it be named tricking. You have to usually name it something else as well when you're inside a gym.
Yeah, in the
It kinda
US.
sucks.
In Korea or whatever, or Japan, yeah, tricking. It's like, oh, that's a cool like English name. Like, we don't know what that means except it's this sport, and that's cool. But just because some regions have an issue and not others, I mean, it's still the sport. And odds are, I mean, we're in Vegas and stuff like that right now. We're doing a lot here in this country for tricking is my point. And like, it matters what we call it here is my point.
Yeah, it does. Like them like pushed aside. Like you guys, that's their own market. It's like they're not marketing. We're not marketing to people in Japan or China. It's like we're marketing to people in the U.S. So it's like, why do you guys care if the name is split off from U.S. and from Japan or China?
Feels like a sliding scale of cringe versus selling out. There is no cringe. We're all cringe. Do you hear the names of tricks, janitor, whiplash, frappe? Like, you know, it's all you cringe. Okay, so you can't use a cringe argument. Selling out. Can you elaborate on that?
I know what he means by that though. He's saying that like, you know, it's hard to find a name that describes what we're doing that isn't cringe and that we're okay with. And I would agree with that to an extent, but I think there's another, like, that's where we're trapped right now. And that's why we need more suggestions, because we're trapped between really bad names that describe what we're doing and like just like gymnastics or like acro. Like, so.
Mikhail just said, it's neither of those, John. Get a new scale.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, Michaela. Thank you.
Scale.
Thank
That
you.
Scale's crazy.
We gotta go the third route where I know there's a good name that like 70% of people would agree with at least, and it'd be like, oh yeah, of course, why didn't we think of that?
There is.
But we stopped thinking because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's not trick busting.
Neil.
Once we got past trick busting, we were cool with that.
That's insane.
It
That's
actually used to be
insane,
called that, guys.
That's actually insane. That's wild. That's not good either.
So tricking is better than trick busting.
And remember, you guys don't have much time to decide.
When's the deadline?
When's the deadline? That is the
Let's just
question.
flip a coin and be like,
Mike Hom says if 100 people put more effort into opening a gym and 100 people decide to take content creation seriously, we would be commercialized in a couple of years.
why do we have to force this name to work? That's my point. It's like, okay, let's force a bad name to work.
It's been
Or,
forced for years. It's been
or-
forced for years, yeah.
Yeah, we need something different. Like,
I
it's
mean,
time.
again,
It is time, bro.
They're like the discoverability of tricking, like what it means. Like, yeah, because we oversaturated what the word is online because we had to. Otherwise, before it was coming up as prostitution, like, you just keep putting tricking in it. It'll eventually mean
yeah.
it'll switch over because, again, that's just oversaturation. So it's like, cool, it's been forced into work, but it's like, is it a good name? I don't think it's a good name.
We could change
My
it.
opinion.
Like, the U.S. could change it to like whatever we agree upon. It's you guys are saying all this like, oh, it's gonna be hard. It really wouldn't be. Like, if majority of people take over a new name, then the rest will follow. That's just how it is. I mean,
Mike, I see what you're saying. The truth is we aren't where we want to be because there's less than 15 people that care about dedicating their time to pushing seriously. But the people who can do it seriously and push it seriously and have like been saying it, they don't say it either. So it's like that. It kind of sucks when you have people who like could actually change something, not being able to because they literally can't.
Yeah, it's just limiting it. It's like, okay, why?
The name is.
Why don't you would you choose to walk around with a 100-pound vest on you or not? That's the difference. It's like, can we run with this, or are we just gonna like, all right, let's see what we can get every time because the name's limiting us.
and the Chosen Kin has a good point. He said, I offered Tricker memberships on building a gym for free,
Interesting.
and none of them could stay connected. Like, I tried. It's just
it's hard to get triggers to commit to anything.
Yeah, it's a hard sport in general, and like it's difficult to fill up a class that people want to learn.
Again, when a lot of trickers are also just smoking and just doing their own thing and not really, again, dedicated for real as they say they want to. Because, again, a lot of trickers put the tricks in, like, a higher standard of who they are, but it's also, like, it's not just that. You got to think about the sport, but a lot of them, they just want to land the quad. They just want to land the thing, so they don't really care about the whole, like what it is called and stuff. I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter what it's
Take-
called until you have some business to do.
I'm talking about the name at this
That's the thing people don't understand. Like, most of these people are just trying to do stuff. Like, of course, like Mike Hom and stuff, people in the comments, like, yeah, he cares. But like most people, most of the trickers are just like, I want it to be called tricking because that's what I know.
Yeah.
Like, they don't see the downside.
Yeah. They're very stuck. They're very stuck in.
And it's funny because it makes it seem like we're like some outsiders that just want to change it because like, so for professional benefit. Meanwhile, we're probably some of the most dedicated people to this sport, like change our whole lives for this thing and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
How many of y'all have spring floors? How many of y'all have spring floors right now?
Yeah, we all have.
We're
spring
on
floors.
we're on my spring floor in my living room right now.
I've sunk in $20K into my backyard, making it a place for Atlanta people to train.
Like, we care about this. It's
Yeah.
just, we care about it so much that we're willing to detach from the name to push it forward more. But yeah, Spinjutsu sucks, but that's besides the point.
Literally any person who has opened a tricking gym has succeeded. BBB's gym, he closed down. Cat Tricking, one of their gyms closed down. Jam, they closed down in Atlanta. Like, what are you talking about? Is that like an
Who
argument?
said that? Wait,
It says literally any
read what?
literally any person who has opened a tricking gym has succeeded.
What Mike Hahn said.
Is that?
What is succeeded? And you don't know what it would be if it was called something else. That's
Yeah.
my
Wait.
whole
What do you
point.
mean?
Like, Unfortunately,
more
my
sense.
point can't be really refuted because we don't have like a what if machine where we could see the world where it's not called tricking. But I guarantee you that if it wasn't called tricking, we would be further. Because there's been a lot of people that I personally know, that we all personally know, that had the opportunity to push it much further, but we couldn't because of the name. That's my point. That's the only point. I mean, like, yeah, of course, people had students. Like, I've run a tricking class with students. That doesn't mean that it succeeded more than it would if it was called, like, what, Ninja Zone or whatever.
Yeah, it's usually
Like,
Yeah, it's any
those are
ninja.
better names for marketing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I call it extreme flips and kicks. That's what I call it.
Top Notch has Ninja Class. They call it Ninja Class, and it's just tricking parkour. It's just ninja.
Yeah, a lot of tricking in gyms is mostly parkour. It fits in with that. Cat close again. Loop kicks, like California is the only ones I really know in America who like have dedicated gyms for tricking. I feel like. I mean, I know Tricks Dynamics 2 is one that's like on this coast, but like again, for having more gyms, the West Coast, the Loop Kicks and Cat, those are doing really well somehow. But there needs to be way more that's actually going to get as big as Mike is saying. It's just hard, especially to start a gym. Have trickers being the ones responsible. It's scary, let alone starting a gym. Starting a gym in this where we're in right now is almost impossible. Again, like Chris said, Jam can't even do it down here, let alone having been successful in California. Sometimes it just doesn't work. So it's like it's easier said than done, and literally easier said than done. But it's not like a lot of people aren't trying. But this is like a way to do it where it's just with words opposed to having to do something physical, even then getting 60 people within your area to know what it is. And it's like, yeah, it's more, but it's like if you get something like a name change to make it so like the whole United States knows for real, who don't even do the tricks and like, oh, I saw a guy from Stranger Things doing the thing, he calls it this, so I want to do that now, and they can see more of it. It might help. I don't know, but it's like I know we need something different, and I know when it gets to mainstream media, whatever it's called is whatever it's gonna be called, and people are gonna have an opinion or not. So let's just try to get ahead of it before it becomes just whatever it is what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is our last chance. Because
Pretty much the last little chance.
it really is, because we are getting bigger for sure. We are. I mean, we're Vegas with Adrenaline. Worldwide events that are getting bigger and bigger. Hooked, Vertigo.
Adrenaline is
OMFG.
actually a great point because all of you hated Adrenaline for a long time until they started paying out. And then you guys were like, I want an Adrenaline contract. So fast you guys folded. So fast.
Many talks.
And some of you guys that went to the actual Adrenaline event and was talking shit but still wanted the contracts. Like you were okay with wearing their merch, like performing for them, as long as we're like you guys have a price to do all of this. You guys don't care. Like if there was a Spinjutsu league and they started paying out and paying you to come,
100,000
all
a year,
of
people
you
would switch to
would
this.
do it. All of you. All of you would take that money immediately if they were saying, we're going to fly you to Japan. We're going to fly you to Las Vegas. We're going to put you up. We're going to pay you to perform. Because like majority of the
You guys have
time,
to wear the shirt that says Spinjutsu on it. Fine, deal.
no,
I'm
fuck
getting
it.
my head.
I don't give a shit. I'll get a tattoo of Spinjutsu. You said 50 racks?
Half the reason I'm laughing so much right now is because this is gonna definitely be a clip on my Instagram.
It's so true, though. It's so true.
Perfect.
It's so true. Why not taijutsu?
It's
Okay.
very,
Chris did say
We
that.
talked about taijutsu.
I think we did.
We like taijutsu.
That's actually probably how Spinjutsu kind of.
Yeah, because
Because
we were like,
they
it's
already have
fighty.
fun
Taijutsu, it's like, oh, it's so nerdy. It's directly from Naruto.
Yeah, like you guys were talking about.
But
it
I
being-
would personally, I would love Taijutsu
Frank,
more
they
than
have-
Spinjutsu.
Frank, they have Fuck Spinjutsu shorts. Volatrix is doing it if you want to buy their merch.
Alright.
I already reached out to Volatrix to buy a pair.
Can we do a
I wanted the pairs. I wanted a pair of fuck
It's
Spinjutsu.
$40. That's all it is.
It's the shipping's expensive because it's from Japan.
That's about shipping. He said $40.
hold on.
No.
Infinite Tricks will make Spinjutsu X post-human shirts.
Oh god.
People are already trying to capitalize.
Reading the comments, trying to find some good stuff.
Okay.
I don't hate taijutsu,
Question.
but the people that hate, like, they don't like the word jutsu in Japan. So like, are you cool with that? Saying taijutsu, even though some of the Japanese people don't like jutsu.
People are saying jitsu and jutsu. How do you spell it?
I mean, it's Jutsu. It's jutsu
Yeah.
means technique. The other spelling forms mean something different. So
Like
it's
the one used for martial arts?
Yeah.
It's different.
It
meaning?
is.
Oh yeah.
Well, what is it?
Yeah. Jutsu means applied technique. The jitsu means actually, what does jitsu mean?
That's why I was asking. Because
No, I did know at one point.
I don't know.
Jitsu, I think, is the Someone said, "OMG, I never considered tricking spider would have become Spinjutsu spider."
Japanese meaning, technique, method, art, skill.
That's actually really
jutsu.
funny.
And jitsu.
All right, guys. Wow, we have the most.
English speakers
I've
can spell
been
word
watching
by
this
sound.
too much, but we have the most people in the chat right now, which it's been an hour and 20 minutes so far.
Jiu-jitsu.
So if you're in the chat, leave us some suggestions for what tricking should be called, please. Because
It's
I mean,
not-
I think XMA is good, but
it's,
go with Spinjutsu if you guys don't.
So we got airbending, we got XMA.
Hey, he's on it. You heard him. Spin strong.
Spin strong. I'm gonna be like a bike class.
What if you like blow up?
I'll
Like,
be.
people
I'll
start
blow
coming?
up. I'll be in every LA.
People love alliteration, bro. They love alliteration. The SS, spin strong, they love that.
SS?
They love it,
Yeah.
bro.
SS shit's hard.
So we got airbending, we got
Airbending's great.
Spinjutsu. Any other suggestions?
Airbending isn't bad, and taijutsu isn't bad either.
Taijutsu.
I like airbending.
So far, no names have been anything that we've created ever. We've just taken names from other shows we watch. So that's just happened so far. So
Yeah, they call it
XMA.
I see a trend.
was already
so far.
done.
XMA has been done. Okay.
Except for Extreme Martial Acro, I kind of did something a little
Okay,
bit.
so it's
But
like
I didn't really
Peace
do
out,
anything.
Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. Good times.
um
I watched.
Check
one of
out
you
Talking
guys'
Tricks.
Yeah, I talked to you guys. I watched Talking Tricks. It was a good
talking
time.
spins, bro.
Talking
so
Talking spins, bro.
Wait, I hope you heard that. Leave us
You'll
a
see,
talking
you'll see.
spins if you hadn't heard that, Frank. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so as far as new names, like that goes, again, Banyaga's names are corny, apparently. Again, I had some names that ChatGPT made that weren't the best. I'm gonna see if like there's a name that I do like. I don't think there's any.
We gotta look up some sports and how they came up with their names, because like, okay,
Oh, true.
skateboarding.
I have some
Where
questions
they come up
from
with that?
my
Movecraft.
chat as well.
Because we say skating as if it's just something that has always been the name.
Yeah, like how does skate become the thing?
Skating is a thing. Before,
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sad God said everyone always asks why Spinjutsu, but no one ever asks how Spinjutsu.
That's
That's dumb.
Muvara, phonetic, uniform, drift bodying.
drift bodying?
That's so.
That sounds like astral projection.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Andrew asked, "Are you intimidated by anyone in the community?"
I don't think so.
It's hard for me to be intimidated on like a sport that's like.
Gay?
Oh, yo, I didn't say that. Hold on, Chad.
Gay?
No, it's such a free form sport that it's really hard for me to like be intimidated by anybody, because it's like.
He has more money than everybody.
Like,
okay? He's got more
no,
money than everybody.
like there's no power involved in it. There's like everyone's just doing it because they like it a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for there to be like pedestals over. Like we're all just doing flips in our backyards for the most part and at gyms. Like it's hard to be intimidated by that.
Take away the tricks. Who are we as people? If you're a lame person, then I don't want to know you.
What's the hardest thing about being in the Spinjutsu community? I don't know.
Being the founder of the name Spinjutsu.
Yeah, people hating on not wanting to change the name, I guess. 'cause
Again,
it's-
I couldn't name D-Leg to Slice and Slicer and stuff. Slicer sounds cool for D-Leg twist. Slicer sounds cool. People hated that. People really hated it. Like, I'm not calling it Slicer. I'm like,
If it's in,
all right, I
if
was
it's
just
in
trying
a
to help.
If it's in a
I was
karate
trying to
fight-
help. And they fucking said, you're a fucking dumbass. I was like, good luck, Chris. Good fucking luck. They hate name changes. They all hate them. They hate any of them. They don't care about any reasoning either. So I knew where this was going. So when I heard Spinjutsu, I'm like, I don't mind it. But if people have other arguments, go ahead. But they don't have arguments. They don't have arguments.
Or so I can say, I can.
Chicken spiders.
All right, what do you guys think? We're gonna wrap up pretty soon.
I think we should have. We got our points out, unless anyone.
I mean, we got a lot of people in the chat still. So, guys, if you have anything else to say about a suggestion for the names or any questions for us, any Q&A, we'll open it up to any Q&A. It can be Spinjutsu related or not. For Malik, Chris, or I, let us know. We'll stay around for another like 5 or 10 minutes or so.
Someone asked me how to get into stunts. That's a tough question. You should move to a stunt hub, get really good at fighting, work your way into like a community that can help grow with. Even if they're like not the best, if you have like solid people that will show up, that's like really important. Train with them. Start pumping out your own stuff because it's like everyone is doing that now because like the industry's slow. But just pump out your own stuff and people will kind of like see what you're doing and see that you're working hard because that's like important to like show up. Showing up is like 90% of it. But it's a grind. It's really difficult. Everyone's chasing after kind of the same jobs. If you have unique skill sets, then showcase those. But like make a reel, a resume, get with the local community, get good with them, learn everything that you can about stunts, and then just kind of it's like a legitimate like career. You can't really half-ass it. If you half-ass it, that's what you're going to get back out of it. So you'd probably have to move if you're not in a stunt hub.
Where are the stunt hubs?
California, there's some in Florida, Atlanta. There's like a lot, all the films are now spreading out everywhere. So like it was really consolidated to a few hubs now, like New Jersey, New York, New Mexico, Dallas, Austin, like more shows and studios are popping up everywhere. So if you can be known in the smaller local communities, maybe that will help.
What is
maybe all right, I'm gonna wrap it up, but maybe that will help you get a job and get with SAG-AFTRA to make a living in this career, but it's tough.
Hiram said, "When did you start growing, Neil?"
When I start growing?
Yeah, it's
Or
like
stop.
When did you start growing? That's what it says.
Stop is a better question.
It's very quick. It was just funny because it's so random. He's actually giving real advice. I'm like, no, fuck out.
There's a small community
good
in
advice.
there's
That's
a
really good
small
advice.
community in Miami, so like you'd have to follow. It's like tricking, like it's like Spinjutsu. You'd have to go find the communities and go find the people that are doing it,
It's like Spinjutsu.
And it starts with an S.
and it starts with an S.
Starts
There are
Spinjutsu.
people out there. You have to find them.
All right,
Will it be
let's see.
episode 9, Chris? Of
That's so stupid, bro.
Will it be episode 9?
We already know. I'm not gonna say anything. Any other questions?
All right, is there any other questions besides from Hiram, aka the Chosen King? Ignore anything he says. Anyone else?
Any real things? Again, your deadline is when? MSG?
Yeah.
That's right. That the deadline?
Actually, I was gonna say March 14th for some random arbitrary reason.
MSG
That
your
lines
deadline,
up with
guys.
MSG.
MSG's your deadline. By MSG, you don't have a name. It's getting called Spinjutsu. What's S stand for in MSG? Find out. You gotta find out and see, I guess.
Malik Spinjutsu gathering.
It could be that. Could be anything. Who knows? You'll know the 14th. That's the deadline.
So yeah, can you tell us about your gathering?
Okay, yeah, I'm having a gathering March 13th weekend. It's not gonna be a regular tricking gathering for sure. Definitely not after this. Again, I don't want this gathering to be based on egos because a lot of trickers have egos and I can do quad, I can do full in, I'm the best. Fuck you guys. No, fuck that. You're not invited. It doesn't matter what you can or can't do. It's like, are you a good person? Do I vibe with you? And I'm trying to highlight the people, not just the tricks, because the tricks are just a bonus. So it's gonna be a gathering that does that, and if you're curious about it, come through. If not, there'll be another one probably October. So this is the first one. It's a small event. Next one's gonna be even bigger, and yeah.
Where's
MSG.
that?
It's gonna be in Atlanta. Atlanta trying to secure a gym up in North Atlanta. Pretty sure we got that secured. And then the other part will be my backyard. By then the weather should be nice. I'll have more things added to the yard to make it a vibe. But again, you just gotta come through and see. It's gonna be a vibe.
Somebody that doesn't know what you mean by your backyard. What's in your backyard?
Oh yeah, I put a sprinkler in my backyard. If you haven't been following along, I did it in 9 days. Had him help me and some other people help me. But yeah, I have a sprinkler now, and I also have more sprinkler I could put anywhere else. But yeah, I plan to put the trampoline in ground. It's gonna be a fun time. You just have to come through it and see what it is. I'll have a little promo out soon.
And you're claiming best floor in Atlanta.
I think it's the best floor in Atlanta. I mean, ask Terrence.
So we all actually, damn,
Terrence killed it.
I'll have a floor now.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Terrence killed it on my
That's
floor,
actually
and he was.
Are we the only three in
I think
Atlanta?
so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're the only 3 with spring floors individually in Atlanta. We're having this debate. It's not because we don't love tricking. It's because we love it so much.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, I mean, Terrence had a good session, and he kept saying, "Oh, I haven't landed that in a minute. Oh, I don't usually land that first try." I'm like, "So when are you gonna say it's a good floor?" He's like, "I gotta do one more thing." He'll land it. I'm like, "So now?" He's like, "Wait," and he'll do it.
It's bouncy.
I'm like,
It
"All right,
looks
bro."
very bouncy. I haven't been on it yet, but it looks bouncy.
It's a very nice floor. It's a very nice floor. Come through and try it out. MSG.
All right, let's see what we got here.
That's your deadline. I'm so serious. That'll be your deadline.
Oh no! Somebody asked me for a Saiyan transformation.
Wait for that.
Look, there's so many videos of that. So I'll send you one. How about that?
She gets her fish from Sam's.
Huh?
I was answering higher. She gets her fish from Sam's, I'm pretty sure. Favorite toilet paper brand? Anybody? Favorite toilet paper brand, Chris?
I don't even know. We get like
Avon.
Kirkland toilet paper.
Kirkland? Soft? Like,
I think it's pretty soft. Yeah, you get some different plies over there.
Neil, what toilet paper brand do you got?
I just got Charmin off Amazon, and I was like, oh, this is better than I normally get.
Great
I'm
value.
probably gonna keep with that.
Bougie toilet paper.
Great
It
value.
has like the freaking.
Why?
Look at the edges on that thing when you go in the bathroom.
Edges.
Yeah, it's got like
It's
fucking
ripples?
rounded. Yeah,
Oh,
like
shit.
rounded edges, and I'm like, whoa, you didn't need to do all that. I'm just trying to take shit. Like.
Paper whiffs. Flex spider. Probably spring for Malik. I've been watching for a while. Don't worry, I will be in your backyard doing the last spiders back there. Nice.
All right, guys.
Someone Yuri texted me Maguire Kane Jutsu. That's funny. That's great. That's great.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Unless I mean, there's 11 people, guys. You guys nothing else, guys? Come on.
Everyone's just that is the trick or
Imagine getting suggestions from them, talk to them one-on-one. It was hard then, let alone with 11 of them looking at you.
All right, if there's nothing else, guys,
It's a hard thing to
then
do.
we are gonna close out pretty soon.
That was a good.
I like great value, Strong.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Fantastic Trick Strong podcast. Check out his app, Trick Strong app. It makes both of us stronger. It actually helps out a lot. Check it out.
Appreciate you
I'm
guys.
tired of talking about it. People just don't listen. Triggers don't listen. I'm tired of it. If you don't want to get strong, don't do it. Just break yourselves and just be wearing ankle braces. I don't care anymore. Do it or don't. That's it.
I still care. I'm going to be putting out content pretty soon. Probably in the next month, we're going to start with the long
They're
form
not triggers I
again.
help. They don't
We have a
teach.
lot of short form content right now, like multiple times a day. So check that out. And then, like I said, pretty soon, I'm going to be putting out more long form based on whatever you guys want to listen to, whatever you guys want to talk about. In general, it's like between rehab and elite performance. So wherever you are on that spectrum, whether you just got an ankle sprain or you're trying to jump higher or do the hardest trick you've ever done or hardest spin you've ever done, we got that for you. So subscribe if you aren't already, and we'll catch you for the next one. Thank you, guys. Spin is out.